It's Been So Long, an Adrienette fanfic, Part 5. What do you think, Tiki? Marinette asked as she got ready for school. She had decided that today that she was going to tell Adrien her answer on the music contest. She had 3 days to think it over, and if they would do it, they needed a lot of time to choose a song, practice, and perfect it.
I say you should do it. It would be fun, and you do like to sing,
Tiki said. Okay then, I will do it. After all, I'm only 16, so I guess I can have some fun before I die, Marinette said, pulling a hairbrush through her hair. Hey, Adrien, Marinette called when she saw him before school. He sharply turned around. Hi, he cried. Marinette raised her brow, confused. I've thought it over, and I think that we should do the music contest. If you still want to do it at least, she said, brushing his stuttering off. Oh, that's wonderful. We should probably meet up soon and plan things out, Adrien said, becoming his usual calm self. Marinette smiled and nodded her head, turning around to get to class. Mari, are you gonna do the contest? Alia said as soon as Marinette sat down. Yeah, I decided it'd be fun, she answered. Great, I'll yell as loud as I can when you get on stage, Alia said. Marinette laughed. I know you will. Do you think you're free tomorrow afternoon? We could plan things out and work out the details, Marinette asked at lunch. I don't have a photo shoot for once, and my father surprisingly okayed it, so probably. I'd still have to ask, Adrien said. Your old man actually said yes? He's finally letting you do stuff, Nino said, patting Adrien on the back. It's because Marinette's so influential in the fashion industry and he wants a strong association with her, Adrien explained. That's good enough, Alia said, grinning. When is Aiden gonna come and visit? We could totally go on double dates with you guys, Nino asked. Oh, I'm not sure. I know he wants to come though, Marinette said, smiling at the thought of seeing Aiden adorably smiling at all the sights Paris had to offer. Adrien, you could fifth wheel, Alia joked, making Nino cackle with laughter. Nah, I'm pretty sure he can get a girl by the time Aiden comes, can't you? Marinette smiled kindly, not wanting Adrien to feel as if he would be lonely if Aiden came. You're a model for God's sakes. Adrien laughed awkwardly. Yeah, I guess, he said, scratching the back of his neck and blushed from embarrassment. I bet if Adrien did do a call-out for a day, there'd be hundreds of screaming girls in line, Alia smirked. Guy, you know I would never do that, Adrien said, turning redder by the second. Aw, don't be embarrassed. It's the truth. They would do that, even though you'd never date someone if you didn't genuinely like them. We know you're a good person, Marinette assured Adrien, reaching across the table to poke his cheek. Adrien laughed, turning his head away. Marinette rang the doorbell at the Agreste house, and she and Adrien were going to decide what song they were going to do and plan their next meetup. When the doors opened, Marinette walked into the Agreste mansion and was led to Adrien's room by Natalie. Adrien, Marinette is here, Natalie said, knocking on his door. Marinette winced as she heard a loud crash before Adrien opened his door with a smile and signaling for her to come in. Hey, I'm glad you could make it, he said, motioning for her to sit on the couch. Yeah, what was that noise? Marinette asked, setting down the planner she had brought to record their progress in the next meeting. I knocked something over. It's not a big deal, he said. Marinette laughed. She certainly knew a thing or two about knocking things over, especially in Adrien's presence. First things first, what are some song ideas? Marinette said, prepared to make a list. 1,000 Years is a good one, Adrien said, shuffling through the sheet music. Oh, or Ocean Eyes. That one's really easy, Adrien offered. Marinette quickly scribbled down the song titles. How about Someone Like You, or Shallow? Maybe Lost Boy can be an option, Marinette said. Adrien nodded his head. The next 10 minutes were spent listing different song options. I think we should start eliminating any songs that are hard to sing or play, Marinette said once they had a hefty list written. I can play almost anything, so we don't need to worry about me not being able to play the accompaniment, Adrienne said. Marinette laughed and tapped Adrienne on the nose. Cockiness isn't a good look on you, she giggled. Most things are, Adrienne joked. The dark-haired girl shook her head. Adrienne was so silly and such a jokester. Well, since you're so good at piano, I guess we just need to see if I can sing these songs. Marinette began to read the songs on the list. 1,000 Years, Ocean Eyes, Someone Like You, Shallow, Lost Boy, Let It Be, Perfect, All of Me, I Don't Want to Be You Anymore, Never Enough, Thinking Out Loud, Can't Help Falling in Love with You, The Scientist, Praying, and Halo. I can already tell some of these songs are pretty hard, Marinette said. I think you should sing Ocean Eyes, Adrienne said. Marinette laughed. What? Because the piano part is easy? Adrienne smirked. What can I say? I'm a natural at piano. Marinette giggled and hit Adrienne's arm. If there was one thing Marinette rolled her eyes at and that would make Marinette roll her eyes and then laugh, it was puns. They reminded her of her partner, of course. Chat Noir always had a pun ready at any moment, even if they were in the middle of a battle. I don't like it when people flat out lie to me, she retorted with a smile. Anyways, Ocean Eyes is pretty difficult since it has a pretty low note in it. Same with Never Enough and Halo and Praying. Marinette crossed off those songs in the list. You should sing Shallow. That's a pretty easy song, right? Said Adrienne. Marinette thought for a moment and then nodded her head. Yeah, you're right. Do you think you can sight read the music and we can try it? She asked. Adrienne smirked. I think that my piano skills are good enough for that. Marinette rolled her eyes playfully. Every once in a while, Adrienne would remind her a bit of Chat Noir, especially when he was making puns and being as much of a dork as Chat was. Adrienne placed the sheet music on the piano and started playing. Marinette stood behind him, humming the melody of the song. Yeah, I think we should do this one, Marinette said, making Adrienne stop playing and turn around. Great, he said with a wide smile. Suddenly, Marinette's phone began to ring. She dug it out of her purse and answered. Hello? She said. She had no idea who was calling. Adrienne looked at her with a confused look, and Marinette just shrugged. Hey, Marinette! This is Catherine! Oh my god, Catherine, how have you been? Marinette was overjoyed to hear from Catherine. She was one of the student designers that Marinette had worked with in New York. They were roommates for the year that Marinette was gone, so they had become good friends. I've been good! So, there's this final fashion show to show off designs from the student designers this year. And, well, since you're in Paris, I had to tell you. Marinette began to worry. Would she have to go back to New York? She had just gotten back, maybe a month or so ago. What would she do about the music contest? She couldn't just drop everything and leave. I can't go back now. I have other commitments. Darling, don't worry about that. I told them that you couldn't fly here whenever you wanted, so just email them the designs. They're due on Thursday. Just FaceTime me when we're fitting so it looks exactly like the way you wanted it to. Thank God for good friends like Catherine. Thank you so much, Marinette said, happy that everything worked out. What happened? Adrienne asked when Marinette hung up the phone. Oh, I just need to design something for the show, she said, waving off the phone call and sitting down on the piano bench next to Adrienne to look at the sheet music. Now that I think about it, you've never designed anything for me to wear. What do you mean? I designed that derby hat and the sweatshirt that's laying on your bed, Marinette said, pointing to the black sweatshirt sprawled across Adrienne's bed. Oh, right. Adrienne rubbed his neck, embarrassed. Let's try this. Go ahead and play and just nod when I should start singing, Marinette said. Adrienne nodded his head, placing his fingers on the keys. 3, 2, 1.